Hello friends, myself Professor S. Jagadak from Bureau Sound College of Engineering and Research. Today we are going to discuss one physical phenomenon that is called polarization. Okay, but before studying the physics behind polarization, we have to discuss few examples of polarization from our surrounding, from nature, from our daily life. The first example is 3D movies. You might have enjoyed 3D movies in theaters. So while we are watching 3D movies, we are provided a particular type of glasses. And by wearing those glasses, we see the 3D effect on the screen. And we consider that we are the part of the movie. Those glasses are made from polarides. Also, the projection made on the screen is polarized light. That's why the combined effect is 3D. Second example is of photography. Suppose we have to take a photograph of one bungalow and there is a reflection of sunlight from the window glass and we don't get a clear photograph of that window. That time the photographer using polarizer in front of the lenses, and that polarizer is reducing the glare of that reflection or cutting the reflected light, and the photographer can take the good quality photograph of that bungalow. That polarizer is made from particular type of crystal, and their vibrations of the light are reduced of particular plane. Okay. Third example is of LCD. LCD, we know all LCD 7-segment displays are there. Nowadays LCD TVs are available in the market. That LCD display is working on the principle of polarization. Okay. Also we are getting signal on the TV antenna. Those signals are of electromagnetic waves, and those electromagnetic waves are polarized. Okay, so let's try to understand the physics behind the polarization. To understand the physics behind polarization, we have to understand one mechanical experiment. So in this mechanical experiment, we are having two slits, one string. We are passing the string through the slits. Okay. One end of the string is fixed, another one is free. We have to give a jerk to the string continuously so we can produce transverse waves on the string. Just we have to take care that all the vibrations should parallel to the length of slit. Now what will happen when we are giving jerking? Those vibrations are passing through both the slits because both the slits are parallel to each other. Okay, but as we rotate the second slit, what is happening over here? The amplitude of the wave passing through the second slit is reduced, and as we go to the 90 degree, what is happening? Complete amplitude is blocked. Means here we can block the amplitude, we can block the vibrations of transverse wave passing through the slit, passing through the second slit. Okay, so this is nothing but the polarization, but we have to study the polarization in optical case. Suppose we replace that string by the spring and we set the longitudinal waves on the spring. What will happen? As we rotate the second slit, nothing will happen with the wave, because in case of longitudinal wave, the vibrations of the particle of spring are parallel to the direction of propagation of wave, and all the vibrations are perpendicular to the length of slit. So by rotating the second slit, we cannot block the vibrations of spring wave. It means that this phenomenon is observed in case of transverse wave only and not in longitudinal case. Okay, now let's understand the optical experiment. In optical experiment, we are replacing these slits by the crystals. We are replacing slits by the crystal. The crystal may be calcite, may be tourmaline, because such type of crystals are showing a particular phenomenon. And we have to replace this string by the light ray. So light ray is ordinary, coming from any ordinary light source. It is unpolarized. When light ray incident on the first crystal, that time vibrations which are parallel to the optic axis of the crystal will pass through the first crystal, and only those vibration will reach to the second crystal. Again, these vibrations are parallel to the optic axis of second crystal. That's why vibration are passing as it is. So intensity transmitted by the polarizer will remain same, the intensity transmitted by the analyzer. So first crystal is polarizer, another one is analyzer. We are giving name by the position of the crystal. Both the crystals are same, both are calcite, for example. But as we rotate the second crystal, what is happening over here? We can see there is a reduction in intensity transmitted by the analyzer. Means what? As we go to the 90-degree angle, this angle is between the optic axis of first crystal and optic axis of second crystal. That time we don't get any intensity at the output. It means something is happening over here. If this phenomena is about the transverse waves, it means the light is transverse. Means the light wave has a nature of transverse wave. There are many optical phenomena, many optical properties of the light: reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, polarization, scattering. Out of these phenomena, three phenomena are of wave phenomena. For example, interference is wave phenomena, diffraction is wave phenomena, polarization is wave phenomena. But out of these three, two phenomena are not declaring that what type of nature is of light wave. Only polarization phenomena declares that, proves that light has transverse nature, because polarization phenomena is occurred in case of transverse wave only. Are you getting this? Okay, so let's understand the definition of polarization. Polarization is nothing but the restricting the vibration of electromagnetic wave in a particular direction. Basically, the vibrations of electric field vector. Because in electromagnetic wave, there are three axes. First is electric field vector, another one is magnetic field vector, and third one is the direction of propagation of light wave. It is called Poynting vector. Okay, so these three axes or these three vectors are perpendicular to each other. So in case of polarization, vibration of electric field vector are restricted. So there are basically three types of light in the nature. Okay, first is unpolarized light, light coming from any source, having vibrations of electric field vector in all possible directions. All the vibrations are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light. Then plane polarized light. In case of plane polarized light, vibrations of electric field vector are in single plane. Third type is partially polarized light. In case of partially polarized light, vibrations are there in all possible directions, but particular vibrations are dominating to other vibrations. Means a vibration in particular plane are dominating to other vibrations of light. That's why the light is called as partially polarized light. I hope you understood the polarization phenomena. Thank you so much for watching.